Sometimes you want a shaky shot to give your footage a deliberately disorientating feel, like some of the action sequences in the Bourne films. Most of the time, this is inappropriate and makes the viewer feel a little bit uncomfortable, so you're expected to use a tripod to stabilise your shots. Doing this will make your footage more professional and show that you've worked with intent. Tripods can be booked on Connect2 and are listed under Tripods in the Resource drop-down menus. The type that's compatible with the Sony kits is a Leibeck TH650DV. But don't worry if you forget it, it will be the tripod with the highest number in stock. Tripods come in a black fabric zip bag with handles to make transport a little bit easier. When we first open up the bag, the tripod is fully collapsed, the handle folded away, and all the legs may well be locked together. To splay the legs, we turn the tripod on its head and release the silver leg lock underneath. The legs should then separate with the spacer keeping them an even distance apart. At the bottom of each leg, we see adjustable rubber feet. By rotating these to the out position, we get a good grip on surfaces like carpets and minimise scratch damage to flooring. You may want to have the feet as spikes if on softer terrain outside. Most of the time, when we frame up a shot, we set the camera to roughly the height of our performers or interviewees so that we engage with them at eye level. We can extend tripod legs to be 3 times their starting length, using the catches on the top and on the bottom of the leg. You need to close these after adjusting, otherwise they will automatically collapse when any weight is put upon them. With our tripod freestanding, we need to get it ready for us to shoot easily. First, we set the handle up properly by loosening the lock and moving the handle to be parallel to the head. If you are left-handed, you may prefer to position the handle all the way over on the other side. To get the camera mounted, we release the shoe plate by pulling back the small black handle at the rear of the tripod head. The shoe plate has a screw to fix it to the camera and a guide pin that will keep it from rocking from side to side. Underneath, we see that the screw has an easy flip-up handle. This allows us to screw the plate onto the camera easily before flipping the handle back down. We now simply lower the camera onto the tripod, guiding the shoe plate back onto the head, where it should automatically lock. You should take a moment to check that the black handle is fully locked, otherwise you run the risk of the camera coming free of its mounting when you move the tripod. As a quick test, you should be able to lift up both the camera and the tripod by the handle without either coming free. Now that we've got our camera set up, we're getting close to being able to shoot. But there's clearly some tweaking to do. We need to make sure that we level our tripod head so we don't have any wonky shots like this one. Towards the rear of the tripod head, we have a spirit level that will help us achieve a flat, leveled shot. If the bubble is anywhere other than the ring in the centre, then our shot will not be level. By reaching under the tripod, we can undo the ball leveler and adjust the head until level. When the bubble sits in the centre of the spirit level, we can lock the ball leveler. And now you should see that your shot is straight. The Leibeck tripods give you a lot of control over movement in your shot, allowing you to pan and tilt to follow action. On the left-hand side of the head, you will see a pan lock knob and a tilt lock knob. At the moment, you can see that movement is pretty fluid. But if I bring the pan lock knob towards me, the camera no longer pans from side to side. Note that it still tilts as the tilt knob is unlocked. The same applies here. If we lock the tilt knob, the shot is now completely immovable. How you use these controls is completely up to your shooting style. Many dramas favour a locked-off shot, whereas coverage for a sporting event will need a good degree of movement, in which case you wouldn't lock it off completely. When it comes to packing away, remove the shoe plate from the camera and place it back on the tripod. Collapse and lock all the tripod legs and return the handle to the downwards position. You should place the tripod back into the bag with the head on the side with the handles nearest the end. This helps distribute the weight as you carry it.